Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Calvin hopefully cracks the red guy apart. I'm your Lewis Calvin. So, we're going to engage in an invasion of the Tigris River Valley. Right now, I'm sending this new army I've mustered, consisting of about 105,000 guys. Or, no, that's like 10,500. There's 100 troops per thing, so 100 of these... Maybe, I don't know. Let me just check here. My empire. 10,500 dudes, give or take.
Won't be long now.
And it's time we crack this. I mean, he's barely going to have time to react. Look how fast Baghdad falls. And this army's only half the maximum size. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please tell me Baghdad produces... Why does no fucking city around here produce food? That's okay. Everyone pile into Baghdad. It's okay. We need to find a city that produces food around here. Like, I have to assume his entire population is constantly starving to death or something. Okay, yeah. Here's a food-producing city. We need to capture it before the supplies in Baghdad run out. Like I said, there better be food production in the Tigris River Valley somewhere. Looks like I've finally found it. Good. Oh my god, are we finally Sultan of Arabia? We are the Sultan of Arabia, everybody! Huzzah! We're the Basilius of Byzantium and the Sultan of Arabia. I'm pretty certain that first one is a grammatical error. It's a damn good start.
Let's go.
Next up, Abu Gharaib. Gharaib. There. We'll make sure to get them back. Finally. But yeah, now we have vision over all of Arabia, which is kind of nice. It gives us a pretty good advantage. You don't produce food, so we'll have to move quickly. Aleppo has to produce food. Right? It's on the river. No, it doesn't really. No food? Food, okay. We need to take that then. We're going to move in on that.
As you command.
Because this will actually be able to supply us for 3 attacks. And it happens... So it's actually going to be a pretty good thing to capture. We just have to hope we capture it before we run out of supplies in Abu Gharaib. Which, we just ran out of supplies in Abu Gharaib. But luckily, 4, 3, 2... Wow, this is getting pretty laggy. Alright. Fallujah will now supply them. Alright.
Let's ride off. Let's ride off.
Alright, kill them. So, this is getting to be a pretty hefty set of blows against him. I'm looking for any city that produces grain, really. Like, if I go... Okay, so we'll go against Damascus as well.
Won't be long now.
If I tactically eliminate any city producing grain, then his empire is just going to slowly fall apart. He's building more grain there. Some grain production here. A lot of grain production up in Mosul. Noted. And in Lakadia. Okay. So, we've got Damascus now. Good.
Let's go.
Let's keep marching through his cities. Taking whatever produces grain.
Won't be long now.
An army marches on stomach. And as we've seen from my other moves, he's quickly running out of troops to oppose me with. I haven't even seen that many of them. I feel like he's got more, but I don't know anymore. He has an army nearly equal in size to me, and we know most of it's in Egypt right now, so... So Mosul will now fall. Good. Like I said, Our campaign for the Tigris River Valley has been rather quite good. However, I am going to request that
Practically there.
you all run the fuck away, seriously.
Get on.
I don't care if you engage the city, just don't get supplied by the other city. That city's got nothing. It can't supply you.
We're practically there.
Elves, go take over that. It provides no food, but it'll still be good just to get a hold of.
Get on.
I can break my army into 2 groups and continue the sieging. He doesn't have enough forces to resist. The town of Kirkuk is unable to supply the troops. That's to be expected.
No, we
Oh,
lost.
wait. But you... Fuck. You provide food, you'll be
Let it
fine.
go.
And there's no supplies in Abu Ghraib.
Trouble.
Let's ride off.
Alright, so... Our campaign has now been cut short due to supply
We're in
issues.
trouble.
Which isn't particularly surprising.
We're in trouble.
We were well aware we were going to have this problem.
Won't be long now.
Let's have a song.
See whatever the hell we can gather together at this point. This guy's still sieging away. What's supplying you? Oh, Mosul. Yeah, you're pretty lucky then. Alright. Well, there's food here. So, this is as good a stopover point for our army as any. Alright. Like I said, though, the goal here... We've pretty much met the goal, actually. Just about every city in Arabia producing grain has now fallen to us. At this point, though, I can safely say I need to demolish this stuff and plant some goddamn wheat in a lot of these cities. Unfortunately, the trade network throughout Arabia is still not set up, because we need to finish conquering for that. I'm going to be avoiding the Arabian desert like the plague, though. Ugh. I'm hoping that most of his cities will starve to death soon. Like, they can't have that much grain left. He's got to be producing a lot up here. But here's the thing. He can't get any merchants down here. Like, if you'll notice, not a single merchant is coming down to Arabia. Which means no supplies at all are getting through. And since I've taken every food-producing city, sooner or later, his city has to starve to death. I'm watching you. No, yeah, you're heading over to Egypt.
Let's move.
Let's get a guy guarding the Egyptian road here, next to Damietta. That should keep any traders from getting through. But yeah, like I said, the plan works. His empire is split in 2, and everything here, famine. There we are. His remaining towns in the south are all starving to death horribly. His empire in the south is burned. It's over for him. Famine in every town, isn't it? Well, soon. More and more towns are starting to have famines. Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. And chat, Voron Agrav is apparently asking some question about something. So, Alright. Yeah, dude, lost morale. Where's my supply guy? I think he's supplying Tehran right now, isn't he?
Let's go.
Yeah, he is.
Won't be
Actually,
long now.
Tehran's as good as place as any for them to be.
This is how it should be.
Get on.
Yeah,
Let's
I get
have a
Arabol
song.
will have nothing.
We're in trouble.
Unfortunately, a bunch of guys just got stuck there. Alright. I have a supply caravan here. The cities that are in desperate need will need to start getting relief. Okay.
We're practically there.
Keeping a group of guys out here. Perfect. So now his traders can't even get through this pass here without being looted into the ground, which is perfect. How goes starving to death out here, huh? 24,000. Cities are weakening. They're all starving. Oh shoot, did I not change the status on Twitch? Remind me at the end of the episode, change the stuff on Twitch. Oh wait, Abu Ghraib is also supplying things, I see. Make sure to include that then. We need to try and get people ready to head north. Or south, I don't know. Well, I think we probably finished taking the rest of the Arabian regions. At this point. Since most of the cities are quickly starting to fall apart due to starvation. They simply can't do anything anymore. And I mean, Tehran at this point has more goods than it could ever need. Thanks to the fact that I'm sitting here looting them all. All just going into Tehran, so... He's feeding me at this point. And feeding my armies. His empire's moved up to the Caucasus. So, with that in mind, we need to plan a northern march. Because at this point, I'm just willing to discount this empire down here. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing here. Everything here is just starving to death. Bit by bit. I'm sieging half of his empire, just effectively doing this. And considering there's probably not very much getting through that.
Let's go.
I want you guys up here.
This is how it should be.
So I want you guys trying to stop as many merchants as possible.
On the way.
So if you guys take this northern road, we got the southern road right here. I think these cities will start to fall apart as well. This region here is probably self-sustaining. This might be. We'll find out. I mean, we know they produce some fruit here and a bit of grain. But I think for the most part, this region will fall apart.
Won't be long now.
Especially if I were to head down here and take this city. There we are. Every city I knock down is good. Because it's hurting him pretty bad. 10,000. Some of these are down to 6,000. Tabuk somehow holding on. I guess that's where all the last of his food is. Alright. 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, none. So tell me, how's your empire? You're down to 83,000. Look at that burn. He used to have 200,000. Like, 100,000 of his people have now starved to death in Arabia because of what I've done. I am a terrible human being, and I'm okay with it. We're up to 84 as well for city count, which puts us in the lead. We have the most cities. How about that?
I don't have much time. What?
Yeah, you've got not a lot now. Yeah, your little Caucasus empire up here is not enough to impress me. You produce food, good.
Won't be long now.
I say it's time for a northern march. He's got nothing that can stop me. We've proven that already. So we're just going to head north. Let's find a city around here that produces lots of grain. 8.
Let's ride off.
I'm hoping Shaki will, because that's a big city. No, Shaki's industrial, looks like. 16 grain.
Won't be long
As
now.
good of a city as any to take, I suppose.
We've had it.
What? But this produces grain. Apparently needs to produce a lot more grain to feed everybody. Well, you guys are all that are getting fed. Luckily, this should change once these new grain farms are ready. Yeah. Oh well. There we are. There we go. Now there should be enough grain for the rest of you bastards. I thought I sent few enough, but apparently there was even less grain in the area than I thought there was. So.
Not with us.
We've had it.
There are some problems. Supply is not very good out
We're in
here.
trouble.
But 16 grain, 19
We've
fruit.
had it. We're in trouble.
What I need to do is get a trader up there. Ah, there you are. It's time you deactivated your route and headed north. Start by going there. And that makes us Lord of the Caucasus, doesn't it? It does. If you can believe it. The Grand Vizier of the Caucasus, to be specific. We are now Sultan of Arabia, Basilius of the Byzantine, and the Grand Vizier of the Caucasus. Our empire stretches far and wide. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. This is nice. We now have 3 regions to our name. As we enter into the 6th year actually, of the 3rd Great War against these red guys. I don't even know what his name is. All I know is he's bad. I'm good. We kill him. That's how this works. I do use the coast of Arabia. I'm just avoiding the Arabian desert, like the plague. There used to be a bunch of cities here. I razed them all to the ground. Notice every point where these roads link up, there were cities. There are no longer cities there, because I let them all die horribly. And I regret nothing about it.
Exquisite.
Alright. So, now I send this trader up. We've got this trader in Rustavi. And I'm going to use this as a central point with which to span outwards and conquer every city around here. However, I will need 1 piece of info.
Time to move out.
Horsemen, go.
Time to move out.
How many cities in this northern region does he have?
Mount up. Time
Is
to
that
move
it?
out.
That looks to be it,
Move it.
I think. It's rather tough to tell, though. Yeah, that's it. That's orange.
Command.
Unless he's got something hiding in the mountains. Looks to be it.
Mount
Yeah.
up.
That's it. We've discovered every city he has, finally. Every last city he has. Every last city he has. He's down to 68,000 people because Arabia is burned. Most of these cities have 6,000 defense power left to them. That's how bad the death toll is there from starvation. Starvation. Starvation in Baku. This is getting pretty bad. Like his empire is fragmented, and as a result of not building a system like mine, it will fall apart. Most of my trade spines are actually capable of surviving, even if they happen to be cut off from one of the major cities. Like, even if someone were to take Constantinople, it would be devastating, yes, but my cities wouldn't all starve to death. Which tends to be pretty good, because I generally have one city on each trade spine producing food. Just for such an possible occasion. So you have 8. I'm looking at any other places that produce lots of wheat. There's already starvation in the Caucasus as well. And it's only going to get worse as I keep taking all of his grain.
Move it!
Does this city produce grain? No, but it consumes a lot of it.
Move it!
Good. Simple. Keep taking out the grain, and his entire empire starves. And the closer he comes to starving, the less fight he's going to put up.
Let's move.
So now I'm going to send troops around to Derbent as well,
This is how it should
since that's one of his important cities.
This is how it should be.
Excellent. Ganja is now fallen.
Let's ride off.
Alright. So I'm just going to smoke him out. What's the matter out here? Really shouldn't have that much of a problem. Yeah, your supply's secured.
This is
Put your belly aching.
on the way.
Yeah, you guys just keep fighting these fucking bandits over and over again. Which is not helping your cause.
Retreat!
Alright.
Heading out.
Just avoid the bandits. Come siege Derbent. We only have a couple of guys doing it, because we don't need any more than a couple of guys doing it. Like I said, we're smoking the rest of them out. He has no cities left producing grain.
As you command.
So, with no hope.
Let's get to it.
Fucking wolves. Kill them. With no hope. I mean, he's got that city there, which might produce grain, but I'm pretty certain since it's 6,000, it's starving to death. Probably because I cut all the merchants off from it.
Get on. Get on. Won't be long now.
This city seems to be pretty central in the trading network he's got, so we'll just try and capture all of his goods. It looks like we can do that. He kind of needs it, so goods aren't getting around. That's going to make his life even more miserable. This is how you disassemble an empire. If you don't have bread, well, you can't really pull bread and circuses off, and everybody starves to death. Go figure. Yeah, and Arabia has no population left, everybody. This is literally the last of it. Watch it die. Watch it die. 108. 106. 104. 102. That's it. It's gone. It's now reached the minimum population in every city. 6,000 across the board. There is nothing left in Arabia. It's over for him. He needs other towns, which he just doesn't have. And, you know, famine's striking everywhere now. It's over for him. Those are some Gandhian principles you're playing here. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Turns out you need food to fight a war. Yeah, I feel like the AI would be a lot better at attacking offensively and the like if it had a proper supply system. Or could even develop such a proper supply system. Which I'm pretty certain at this point it can't, but that sucks. So yeah, all the remaining useless cities in Arabia we can burn to the ground. I'll have my record in Hale and Najif, and possibly this. I don't know. We'll see about these cities. These two are definitely going to get burned. Derbent just fell, leaving even less grain for this guy. I remember how the city was really annoying thorn on my side that I could never take. That goes dying all over. Not looking good for him. Alright. You guys
On the way.
are gonna go there. Yeah, I know Derbent's unable to supply troops. That's fine. That's gonna get sieged. Yeah, we're gonna siege down the rest of this once it's mostly burned to the ground and starved out. It's over anyway. He's failed. His empire is in ash. Yeah. Turns out this works, by the way. I am such a horrible human being for doing this. But it works. I mean, just look at all of his shit starving out.
Won't be long now.
On the way.
Look at this. No merchant gets through unraped.
Let's have a song. Time to move out.
Yeah, Sukhami is not able to. I take it. Okay, Muscala is good. Derbent should be able to. It's got grain. Which is more, you know, any of this guy's towns can say. Look at everything's just slowly starving. I feel bad about it. Oh, Bryansk produces grain. That's why it's not starving. Let's fix that. You're not allowed to have towns that produce grain. Good
Heading
job.
out.
Just do that, yeah. Fine. You know what? You just go loot things. That's better for you.
This is how it should be.
Nope. Keep holding up the merchants. We've hit the town limit. It's not like he can found more. Just smoking them out of all of his cities at once is totally viable. Yeah. Banditry. But the empire is growing. It's quickly becoming that I am the world power. With now 89 cities. Remember, there's a city limit of 400. If I have 100 cities, I have 1/4 of the world's cities. Realize that. On the other hand, yeah. Quite an empire I have here. Alright. So the starving continues. Starving will continue until morale improves. Well, not really. Until morale hits 0. Then you're all fucked.
Let's ride off.
Alright, so that city's producing fruit, so it still technically manages to survive slightly. Fruit is a valid food. It's nowhere near as productive efficient as grain, so it's generally pretty hard. I have you for this, don't I?
And here we go.
Alright. What the absolute shit? I can't actually get him to go down this way because I haven't taken enough cities.
We're in
That's
trouble.
great.
We're in trouble.
At
it.
Won't be
We're in
long
trouble.
now.
I need to go take this 6,000 city. Hang on. Turns out that's a problem. I don't actually have a valid connection through this region. All the cities are isolated. So this trader is stuck. That produces fish, so technically a valid food
Heading
source. Not capable of supplying armies, but capable of supplying a population. Desperate times. Yeah, the Arabian long starve. We pulled it off, boys. We pulled it off.
We're in trouble.
Yep. And this region slowly dies. Like, this is his most fortified cities here. At 40,000. That's half as fortified as Constantinopolis. Vandazor. Each region slowly becomes mine. With now 3 regions under my control. And soon, since we're at war with the yellow guy, we're probably going to end up getting a 4th. We've been at war with the yellow guy for a long time. And with 414,000 and nearly a full army, he's going to be a rough fight. Especially because we were really thin front with him. But considering the amount of plundering that goes on around there, I don't need to worry. We just need to mop up the red guy. Alright. Thank you everybody for watching. You should probably move because that city can't feed you. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin, signing off.